I don't know if you've got any messages, Mr. Eisenhofer, but I was getting some messages about that post that you put in yesterday. 28% with 3 trades, right?
That's it.
With the new scanner. Well, not a new scanner, new to us, maybe. So just very briefly, if you've not sort of seen what's going on, if you've not been on my lives or anything, today's Friday, the 9th. Get on my live session or watch the recording for my Monday session, because there's things changing, and one of the things is we've got this scanner that is available inside TradingView, and we've got an option coming for you. If you're in IM, if you've left IM, doesn't matter. Got something that you might be interested in on Monday. But to whet your appetite, if you want to learn how we're doing this, I thought it'd be good to get David on for 10 minutes and just share those trades, if you don't mind. And then you say you've got a couple today you might share with us as well. So
sure.
Are you okay to share screen? Does it still work?
Hopefully.
Yes, it does. Really, I normally have to make people co-host, but it seems to be working fine for some reason. That's Zoom for you.
Can you see that okay?
That looks beautiful, except your Wyckoff heat map's very big. How many? No, as big as you like. It's up to you. It's yours. Right. So.
Okay. So this was
Monday, the scanner. We'll tell you on Monday what the scanner is. If you've been on my lives, you've seen it. But if you don't know, come on my session on Monday.
So here's the scan on the 1 hour. So an alert goes off. You go to TradingView. You can apply a pitchfork to. This is a very big scan, so I won't go into it all, but you can see most of it there. You can see up to the median. I'm
going to miss copying those numbers down for the
I'll tell you what, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I've been using something similar for a while, but yeah, if it's on TradingView, it's just an alert and it's there. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
So obviously this ran for most of the day yesterday. So entry point on the wave up and on that candle there. So you can see that vertical line through the Wyckoff heat map is green. It's also green down here on the histogram at the back, and the blue line, in my case, it's not the default colors, but the blue line is above the white, and the heat map, sorry, it is above the blue. So that's the ideal entry, and that's
textbook.
That's exactly what I'm doing, nothing different. In this case, I put the stop at the bottom of the candle, so that's 6.9 pips. And if you followed it through the day, you go all the way up, and it's yeah.
So what's that? I can't read it because your screen. You've got a massive monitor, I know, so it makes it small when we look on Zoom. What R to R is that?
1 to 15.5.
1 to 15.5. Do me a favor, make the stop loss 10, because I would probably go 10. Although where you've put your stop loss makes perfect sense.
Okay, 10. 11, yeah, 11%.
11%. So you got a 1 to 15 or a 1 to 11 if you play it a bit more safe. I can't remember, Dave. How much do you need to pass a funded account? I can't remember. What was it?
It depends on the prop firm, but 8 or 10%.
One trade.
Yeah.
And I don't think that scan was on IM.
No. You're seeing a scan here, a harmonic scan on the 15, because you're on the 15-minute time frame, and I've still got the indicator loaded. So once the 15 started coming out, it's an ideal time to put point to come out the trade. I mean, you could let it go, but you've no idea what would happen afterwards. But that's kind of a very safe TP.
Well, you got and the scanner puts entries and take profits and everything on as well, doesn't it? So.
Yeah. And if you look to this side, you've got, potential, TP1 and TP2 on that high. So that's exactly what happened. That TP2 on that high would have been ideal. If we're talking about price action and so on, you could have a TP2 there and TP3 right at the top. So that's that one.
But then you could have taken the sell when it made the D point on the 15-minute as well, if you wanted to. But I don't see any reason why you'd want to, but you could. Well,
Yeah.
I know why you might want to make more money, but if you just had an 11% or 15% trade, I'd probably leave it alone.
Indeed. So number 2, again, so this one's slightly different, but the wave down was created. The blue and the histogram are above, but they're still not completely full there of red. So I took the trade on the next candle, this one here. So that's why the stop loss is where it is. 8.1 pips. And again, fairly all the way down, virtually all 15-minute sell candles, and 1 to 8.5 there.
1 to 8. Again, if you just make your stop loss 10 pips because you're on the 15-minute time frame, I'm going to do what you're doing, but I would often go, or maybe make it 10. So I might go to the next candle or something.
Okay, so 10 is roughly 7.5%.
Oh, 7.5. Oh, okay. Just as an aside as well, something that we'll look at, because it's just like hit me between the eyes. The Wyckoff trend change heat map isn't available anymore. So if you've already got it, great. But if you haven't, you're not going to be able to get it now. And the Hoffs kindly reached out to TradingView to see if there's any way of getting it back. But actually, if you look at the Hull suite, that that light green and red ribbon, if you actually look at that, that might be another way when you get the straightforward forex wave up, wave down, and that's red or green, and the Wyckoff, the WADA WAE.
Yeah.
So we'll consider that. So that's 2, and we're only at 23% or 18.5%, depending on how conservative you are with your stop loss. Just not sure what you need to pass a funded account. I can never remember. What is it? Anyway, never mind.
Yeah.
Next one.
Euro Chef. I believe I took this on the 5-minute one.
Bigger stop loss there.
Yeah, that was an 11.9 pip stop loss. But again, the criteria is the same. Red here, blue above white, histogram above both lines, blue and white. Entry, as I say, 11 pips, and again, virtually every candle is a
All the way
bearish
down.
candle, all the way down.
So what was that, 1 to 4.5?
Yeah, it did carry on a little bit more, but again, that's if you look to the side, then you've got potentially TP1 here, TP2 at this low, TP3 roughly where I came out, and obviously just that wick, I think there touches the bottom of that swing low there.
Wow.
Hope you're keeping count.
I've got the R&Rs all written down to add up. I'll get my calculator ready. So they were yesterday's, yeah?
Yeah.
Were there any you didn't take, or are these like 3 out of 3?
No, there were quite a few I didn't take, but I'm very, very. It has to be a textbook trade. I won't consider it any other way. It's just not worth it. It has to meet the criteria of all green here, green or or all red if it's a sell. All green here above the blue and the white. Has to be the lowest line on there. So blue above, histogram above, and all green just has to be that. No, don't anticipate where the blue line's going, especially because sometimes, like this one, for instance, if you'd have looked at that there, it just bounces off and continues down, and it's just consolidation.
Breakthrough, yeah. So okay, so this is one of today's then, is it? NZD, yes, it is, because I took this one. Thank you. I saw your alert. 3% I took on it personally.
I think this again's a 15. Yeah. So again, 15-minute wave up. 6 points or 7 pips. We can go to 10 if you want. Again, all green histogram. I did take that one. It should have been the candle afterwards. But that is on my screen. Yeah, above.
Yeah.
Again.
1 to 6. Is that?
1 to 7.
1 to 7.
6.94.
Okay, we'll call it a 1 to 7. People will let us off that.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only one today. Yeah.
I took a Euro JPY. Oh, so you're looking at it now. I got stopped out, even though on my screen, I actually, with this one, what I did is I put my stop loss just above the D point on the scanner, and I was using their entry and everything. And you can see the price has come back up now. It's Friday, but it's not anywhere near my stop loss, whether I put the pricing wrong or something. But anyway, -1 Euro JPY, but +3 on NZD CHF. So I'm up 2% for the day, which is obviously fine. So I can't complain.
I'm not sure if that was news, but it's obviously bounced off the.
I think the spread went crazy at one point. That's why. So 15 plus 8 plus 4.5 plus 7 is 34.5% out of 4 trades. 100% win rate for you. If you're more conservative with your stop loss, 11 plus 7.5 plus 4.5 plus 7, that's 30% over 4 trades.
Not too shabby, is it?
I could cope with that any day of the week. So you're still using straightforward Forex?
I am, yep.
But we've got this new scanner. Disadvantages alerts, because you'd really want to set an alert on every single currency pair, which means you've got to pay for like the real top end package on TradingView. We're trying to come up with a solution for that, or there's another way around it. But let me know in comments if you like what you're seeing. Thanks very much to you, Hoff, for
no problem
doing that. And we will get Hoff doing live sessions. But you've just seen what he does. There's not a lot more to it, is there? There's not. Right, okay, we'll end the video.
It's sticking to the rules and sitting on your hands. I mean, it's, you know, the large trade yesterday, 15 plus risk to reward is just a case of just sitting there. And you know, it was a complete day trade. It was the whole day, you know, 5-6 hours. So you just have to sit on your hands. I keep saying it. Should get a hashtag going. The thing
is, guys, if you have a 10% day, let alone like a 28% day,
yeah,
you can afford to risk 1% on the next 5 trades. You're not going to lose all. You could lose all 5, but it's unlikely that you'll lose 5. You know, and as long as you get in at least a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, Hoff's got freedom now, haven't you? You know, you've got a lot of freedom to trade, and if they don't work out, they don't work out. Once you build up a reservoir of profit, reservoir of cash.
That's it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks, Hoff. We'll end it. We'll end it there. But hopefully that's whet your appetite. Monday, I'll let you know some of the changes that we're making, and that I am have made, that we're making, that's happening out there in the world. Like that scanner wasn't available until late last year, for example, and stuff like that. So. But what I've seen, I'm impressed with it. And then when Hoff posted that yesterday, I'm like, okay, sign me up.
Definite game changer, definitely.